Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Chef Rich. Today we're going to be making a Monterey Vegetable Frittata. Great for brunches or lunches. You know, if you're having a lunch date with the girls, this is a great dish. Doing a Sunday brunch, also a really great dish. It's basically an egg and milk dish. It's similar to a quiche, but we're going to call it a frittata, and it's a baked frittata. I've seen frittatas both fried and baked. This is a baked frittata, so it's actually very, very simple to make. We're going to jump right in. We'll talk about our ingredients. Over here, I have 2 medium onions, Spanish onions, diced. I have 2 green peppers and 2 red peppers diced. I have 2 large tomatoes diced. I have about a pound of a mixed Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese. I have 24 eggs, a cup and a half of milk, 5 cloves of garlic, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. So we're going to jump right in, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to saute off our onions, and then we're going to add our peppers to it. So I'm going to add literally just maybe a teaspoon and a half of olive oil to a pan. And I'm going to put up our onions to saute. We don't want these to really brown. We want them to be translucent. While that's going on, we're going to make our egg mixture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our milk and put it in a blender. You can use a stick blender if you don't have a regular blender. You can also use a Cuisinart. I'm going to add our garlic, our salt, and our pepper. And we're going to put this up to blend. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our eggs to this, or at least part of our eggs. I'm not sure if they're all going to fit. Took a little bit of our egg mixture out just because it wouldn't fit in here. Really, the idea is just to mix it through. Initially, you want to puree the garlic so the garlic gets evenly distributed. But after that, we're just mixing it up. So I'm just going to actually pour this back into a bowl and mix it with the rest. And I'm going to get a whisk and whisk that up. And while this is mixing, our onions are going to saute. I'm going to stir them every couple minutes. And I'll show you what they look like when they're done. See you shortly. So our onions have been sauteing for about 5 minutes. They're starting to turn a little bit brown, and that's fine. Like a little bit of brown is not a problem. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our peppers directly to this. And we want to saute this until our peppers are fully cooked. Not overly done, but just about cooked. So that's going to take another 4 or 5 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like. So I did actually adjust the seasoning in here. I added a little bit more garlic and a little bit more salt and pepper, and I will put the exact recipe down below in the description below. The tomatoes are just kind of drained off any excess juice. So make sure you do that, because you don't want to actually add water to this because it won't bind correctly. So I'm going to add the tomatoes to this. I put it in a larger bowl. I'm going to add our cheese. The last thing I'm going to add is our onions and peppers. And if you look at the peppers, they're just barely cooked. A little bit of crunch is fine. If you add the peppers to the egg mixture, you want to mix it up quickly. You should actually just add a little bit to kind of temper the eggs. What that means is you don't really want to add something hot to eggs because you will cook the eggs. When you add the onion and pepper mixture, add it a little bit slow and mix it. That way you bring the eggs up to temperature. That way you don't get scrambled eggs. Once it's all mixed, over here I have what they call a half pan, and I've sprayed it very, very well with cooking spray. And we're going to just dump this in. That's a good mix. And this is going to go in a 300-degree oven. It's probably going to take an hour to an hour and a half. It's going to take a while to cook. You want to cook it at a relatively low temperature. Technically, egg dishes are supposed to cook in a water bath. I never do actually cook this in a water bath. It cooks fine without the water bath. But you definitely want a low temperature. So I will see you in an hour and a half. I'm going to stick this in the oven now, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. See you shortly. So our frittata just came out of the oven. At work, I make these all the time at work, and it takes roughly right about an hour to cook. In this oven, it took actually close to 2 hours to cook, just under 2 hours, an hour and 55 minutes. So it did take a long time to cook, but it is ready, and I just want to show you it. So I put our frittata on a plate, and I just want to show you what it looks like. And now I'm going to try it. I actually love both quiche and frittata. I actually really like. And this is really, really, really delicious. Really, really, really good, as I always say. I know you'd think that garlic and eggs don't go together, but once you mix in all the sauteed vegetables, the garlic just brings it up a whole nother notch and just adds a really nice flavor to it. So if you're doing a brunch anytime soon, you'll really, really like this dish. It's a really great dish to know how to make. And I do thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe. And I'd love to hear what type of frittatas or quiches you make. So please leave your comments down below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Be well.